Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Keto Granny. In case you don't know who I am a 66-year-old grandmother, and I'm a mother, an auntie, a best friend. I have children, I have grandchildren, I have great-grandchildren. But I have lost over 120 pounds using the ketogenic diet, and recently I have added in some protein-sparing modified fasting to my diet. But I used keto and I used intermittent fasting and exercise and a lot of walking in order to reach my weight loss goal. Now today I'm going to be making some keto chicken wings. And these are going to be garlic parmesan chicken wings. And the ingredients that I'm going to be using, I'm going to be using some onion granulated powder. And you all, I'm just going to be putting this in the bowl here, my dry ingredients. So there's a little bit of onion powder. I'm going to be using some garlic powder. And I'm just using really about a tablespoon of everything, just putting it together. Putting all my dry ingredients into one container. A little bit of paprika. And I'm just putting this all back together as I go along. A little bit of black pepper. And you just put what you want to use on this. A little bit of the Creole seasoning. I like to put this in my, but I also like the Slap Your Mama. Let me get some of that. Got to have some of that in there. My husband likes that. So I'm going to put a little bit of that in there. And that's the Slap Your Mama. I think that's a funny name for that seasoning. Also, I'm going to put in a little bit of Parmesan cheese, and I put a little bit more of that than I do the other ingredients. Okay, so those are all of the dry ingredients that I am putting in my mixture. I'm going to go ahead and mix this together really, really good. Now, these are my chicken wings, and I've got to go ahead and disjoint my chicken wings. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then sometimes they have a little bit of hair on them, and I like to get that off also. But here's my dry rub mixture. I'm going to set this over here. And I'm going to go ahead and start on my chicken wings. And I'm just going to dejoint these. Next time I'm going to get a little bit sharper knife. And so I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. And I'll be back. And I don't like all these here little funny chicken wings. They look funny, I take it off. Well, you know, it was hard trying to find some disjointed chicken wings. I couldn't find them. I was glad I was able to find just the regular wings because they're also pretty scarce right now. Also, I don't know why, because I used to see wings all the time, but they are really scarce right now in the store. I'll go ahead and disjoint these and I'll be back. Okay, so I have finished dejoining the chicken, and I am going to go ahead and add my dry ingredients to this. So I'm just going to add my chicken back to the bowl. I've already, dried it out. And let me move this cutting board. Okay, so here is my chicken. I'm going to go ahead and add my dry ingredients, y'all, and the Parmesan cheese to this, and mix this all together. So I'm just going to sprinkle it in there, and then just mix it in really, really good. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of olive oil. That's going to help it stick a little bit. And I probably should have added that first. But I'm going to go ahead and mix this in here really, really good. And I know it's going to get a little messy on this tablecloth, but that's all right. I'll clean that off after I'm done. So just mix your meat together real good with your seasonings. If you need to add more seasonings, then go ahead and do that, because I like to make sure it's coated really, really good. Really, really well. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more seasoning to this, you guys. More garlic, a little bit more pepper, a bit more paprika to that, and just a little bit more of the Creole seasoning. Okay, so this should stick really, really good because it's mixed with a little bit of olive oil. The olive oil is going to help the seasoning stick to the chicken. And you notice I didn't put salt. I didn't put added salt because I do have high blood pressure, so it can still be seasoned really, really good with some of the other seasonings, because some of those seasonings do have added salt in them. So that's why I did not add additional salt, since I was using like the Creole seasoning and Slap Your Mama. I'm sure it has some of those things in there. Okay, and as you will notice, I'm going to add a little bit of garlic to this, real garlic. Okay, let me set these over out the way. Going to go ahead and just mix this up. Continue to mix this really, really good. You want to make sure the seasonings are in there really, really good. So just mix it together really well. Continue. And as you'll see how I have all that incorporated through there. Okay. Now, my next ingredient is a secret ingredient that I like to use to make the chicken really, really crispy. Okay, so I'm going to add some baking powder. And that's the secret ingredient, you guys, is baking powder. This will give your chicken a good crispy coating to it. And it's really not required that you lose a lot. And I said I'm going to cook this in the air fryer. And I'm going to spray my air fryer with a little bit of 100% pure avocado spray. Put that down in there. Then you just take your chicken wings and place them in the fryer. Now I'm going to just sprinkle a little bit of this over in here, and I'm just going to mix that up a little bit. Put a little bit over here. And just mix that through your chicken wings also really good. After you get that mixed in your chicken wings really good, just mix it all through there. I like to make sure I, coat my chicken pretty good, really well. So, let's get that chicken mixed all up in there, okay? After that chicken is mixed up really well in there, then you want to take your chicken wings. If you have a bigger air fryer, then that's good. I have a small one. And just place it in your air fryer. And you'll see how I'm placing it in there. And I can cook about 6 at a time in here real comfortably. Looks like I got 7. So you can see how that's in there. And I'm going to go ahead and place this in the air fryer and cook it for about 6 to 8 minutes on this side. Slide that in. Go ahead and take these off. And I'm going to set this to about 8 minutes, you guys. And I have it on about 375. And I'm going to let that cook. And I'm going to go ahead and clean up a little bit of the mess here. Okay, so this has been cooking about 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and stop this now and go ahead and turn it over. Now, if you have a bigger air fryer, you can, let it cook longer and then turn it and everything as you go. So I'm going to take this out, and look how delicious those wings already look, how they're browning. I'll go ahead and turn these. So you guys, you can see them better after they're done, but I'm going to go ahead and turn these now. The color is really beautiful on this chicken, and it smells delicious, you guys. It smells delicious. We'll go ahead and let this cook now for an additional 10 minutes almost. And the next time I would take those out, they should be ready. Okay, I'm going to let those finish, and I'll be back. Okay, so here are the chicken wings, and this is how they look after they're done. These are really good, you guys. I've probably eaten already about 4 or 5 of them, and I have the rest that are finishing up. But these are your garlic chicken parmesan wings, and you can eat these with any type of dip that you so desire. These can be eaten on your keto days, your high protein keto days, or either on your protein sparing modified fasting days. Enjoy.